Unresolved Mysteries of Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, or Devil's Triangle, as it is known by some, remains as one of the most enigmatic places on Earth. This territory sustains heavy daily traffic, both by sea and by air. The Bermuda Triangle does not appear on any world map. The official region of the Bermuda Triangle is located off the southeastern coast of the U.S. in the Atlantic Ocean. Between Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico, the region has become the center of unresolved mysteries. Covering an area of 440,000 miles of sea, Bermuda Triangle is part of a busy shipping route in the world, with a number of vessels heading to America, Europe and the Caribbean crossing through every day. It is more due to the inexplicable outcomes that make it a highly studied and yet enigmatic component of the Earth's surface. Over the centuries, a large number of ships and planes have been reported to have mysteriously disappeared in the region. Charles Berlitz later popularized the legend in his best-selling book The Bermuda Triangle, which claimed that the fabled lost island of Atlantis had involvement in these disappearances. While some maintain this is the doing of aliens, sea monsters, time warps or reverse gravity fields, there are scientific explanations for most occurrences. These theorists have pointed to magnetic anomalies, water spouts and huge eruptions of methane gas from the ocean floor. We also know that the Gulf Stream can cause sharp changes in local weather, which would explain the frequent tropical storms and hurricanes in the area, often which disappear as fast as they arrive. Top Unresolved Mysteries of Bermuda Triangle. In December 1945, 5 Navy bombers, carrying altogether 14 men, took off from an airfield in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to conduct practice bombing runs over nearby shoals. Due to compass malfunctioning, the leader of the mission became severely lost. All 5 planes flew aimlessly until they ran low on fuel and were forced to ditch at sea. That same day, a rescue plane and its 13-man crew also disappeared. After several weeks of search failed to turn up any evidence, the official Navy report declared that it was as if they had flown to Mars. The stories around the Bermuda Triangle begins in the time of Christopher Columbus, when he reportedly saw a flame of fire crashing into the sea in the triangle during his first voyage to the New World. However, the mysterious behavior of the region came into the public attention only in the 20th century, when the Navy cargo ship, USS Cyclops, with more than 300 people on board, went missing in the Bermuda Triangle. The latest such incident in the region is the disappearance of a small twin-engine plane. The plane, with 4 people on board, suddenly disappeared from the radar when it was flying from Puerto Rico to Florida, and the debris appeared to be from the missing plane was found later. The recent incident that involved a ship was the sinking of a cargo vessel in the Bermuda Triangle during a deadly hurricane in October 2015. Among the few proposed scientific explanation, the more popular is the theory of electromagnetic interference that causes compass problems. This theory claims that there is a very high pull of the Earth's natural magnet which redirects the compass and other sophisticated equipment, and disallows them to take their intended route through the waters. However, as no single theory could offer a concrete explanation, many still believe there is nothing strange with the region, as most of the incidents were inaccurately reported or fictionalized versions of the accidents. Notwithstanding there is no proven theory for the exact reason behind the mystery of Bermuda Triangle, the accidents continue to happen in the region every year. And the legends of Bermuda Triangle consists of a number of the mysterious disappearance of vessels in the region. Most of them remain unresolved mysteries. Joshua Slocum, the first man to sail solo around the world in 1895, was considered one of the best sailors of his time. His boat, the Spray, was an old fishing boat that he had rebuilt, and the story of his circumnavigation, sailing alone around the world, remains a classic in sea literature. He never should have been lost at sea, but it appears that's exactly what happened. In 1909, Slocum left the east coast of the United States and headed to Grand Cayman for the winter. Slocum was never heard from or seen again. He wasn't declared legally dead until 1924. No one knows for sure that Slocum disappeared within Triangle waters, but Bermuda buffs claim Slocum's story is part of the legacy of the Devil's Triangle. On January 30, 1948, a British South American Airways Tudor 4 plane flying from England to Bermuda disappeared without a trace. The Star Tiger, commanded by Captain B. W. McMillan, was flying from England to Bermuda. On January 30th, McMillan reported he expected to arrive in Bermuda at 5 a.m., but neither he nor any of the 31 people on board the Star Tiger were ever heard from again. The official accident report suggests that the aircraft's heater was unreliable and may have failed en route, and a compass was at fault. To keep the temperatures warmer, the pilot may have chosen to fly the route at a lower altitude, burning fuel faster. Flying so low would have left the pilot little time to maneuver or signal for help in the case of a catastrophe. The flight would have lost its height quickly and fallen into the sea. A Tudor 4 aircraft, like the Star Tiger, left Bermuda on January 17, 1949, with 7 crew members and 13 passengers en route to Jamaica. That morning, Captain J. C. McPhee reported that the flight was going smoothly. Shortly afterward, another more cryptic message came from the captain, when he reported that he was changing his frequency, and then nothing more was heard. A search party was deployed to look for the Star Ariel, but not even a hint of debris or wreckage was ever found. After the Ariel disappeared, British South American Airways stopped production on the Tudor 4. On November 3, 1978, a Piper Navajo was piloting for Eastern Caribbean Airways. The experienced pilot was making a solo flight to position the plane in St. Thomas to pick up passengers. Visibility was good and temperatures were warm. During the flight, the control tower operator radioed a flight suggestion to avoid a small shower, and Rivers radioed his acknowledgement and made the adjustment. As he neared the airport in St. Thomas, the plane was cleared for landing and the controller saw the plane's red and green lights blinking as it made the approach. Soon after another plane made a planned departure, the controller found he could no longer see the plane's lights, it had disappeared from the radar. An emergency search effort was launched, but nothing was ever found, even though the flight was only 1 mile, 1.61 kilometers, from landing. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching, I will see you in the next video.